because I'm just as bad as Kevin.
Now
There's Frakes off the rip,
that's on camera.
and there's Terrence, Jeff,
Yep.
Mahogany.
Oh, she's on rewind. Somebody.
Where do y'all stand on the Kevin scale of humor?
I'm 3.2 Kevin's, so like
Kind of
like
funny. Wait,
have to
is it?
be a fraction of him because nobody could ever be as loud.
no. If you're like if you put Kevin as like the basest unit of humanity.
Oh, okay. We should go with that.
What?
Like if
The
Kevin
basis
is
of
the
humanity?
Kevin is the bottom.
The
Wait, so you need
not
more?
basis.
Would more Kevins be funny or less Kevins be funny?
If Kevin is the worst,
Like, if
why
Kevin's
do,
gonna-
why do we all hang out with him? So
Huh?
he's not the worst.
He's not
No.
the worst. No. Not by a long shot.
No. I
All
like
right,
Kevin when he's quiet. That's
He's just the least funny.
I'll change the scale then. All right, Kevin is the maximal Kevin you can be.
Kevin's
Okay.
not the least funny. Matt is. Matt gets on my nerves more than anybody.
Well, that's because Matt rise.
See,
Yeah,
I don't know. I
humor.
disagree
Try
with
to-
that mainly because he reminds me of Jamal when he's getting on people's nerves, and it's real funny to me. Sorry, that was loud.
And Matt's got an excuse now. He's a legit grandpa. He's telling
Yeah.
grandpa jokes.
He's not telling jokes. He's just saying the wrong things.
Right, that is a grandpa joke. Pretending not to understand what's going on. That's peak grandpa behavior.
Oh,
Okay.
give me 5 years and I'm going to be the funniest grandpa on the planet because I'm not going to understand shit.
Yeah.
But
I'm-
you knew, ew, brother, you knew that.
I've almost put down an entire bottle of spumante in the lead up to us hitting play. I'm just letting you know.
Speaking of
Wait.
old man stuff,
The last time, yesterday we didn't game because you got drunk. Have you learned nothing from
I
yesterday?
started drinking when we started, so I'm fine. I started drinking yesterday at 11:30.
in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's no bueno.
Outside at a festival.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine then.
We went to
At
Los
the
Tres
Rice
Garcia.
Festival.
Yeah. God, what a
Was
missed
there
opportunity.
rice?
Was there sake?
At the
Was there-
Walterboro Rice Festival, was there sake?
No, we went to the
There
Mexican
should be.
restaurant near on the parade route.
There should be. It's
Was
rice
there
festival.
rice?
I don't know.
There
I didn't
usually
buy
is a
food there because it's expensive. We went to the Mexican restaurant by the new Ollie's.
garbage. There should be.
Good one.
There's usually a big pot of Perlo every time I go, and it is
Well, the thing
always
is, like,
disappointing.
The
Is
taste of
it?
the Taste of Walterboro event probably has the best dishes, but the Taste of Walterboro event costs $27 off the rip.
Mm.
Yeah. I actually thought about
You
trying
know-
to go to that.
I was thinking about going to it too, but then I realized, well, let's see, that's $60 off the rip for me and Jesse, and then Jesse probably won't want to eat even $3 worth of food.
Where's the Dino Nuggies?
Let's go to this Taste of Walterboro event. Let
He
me
doesn't-
take somebody who doesn't want to eat any of the stuff.
No, he just doesn't eat a lot in general. Like he has taken the lessons of myself to heart. Is if you eat a lot, you get real fat.
He's seen the consequences of those actions, huh?
Yeah, so I'm helping people out. I'm a good influence in the world.
Yeah.
A human cautionary tale.
That's what I want on my tombstone.
You won't be able to afford a tombstone.
I
All right,
want pepperoni.
Pepperoni and sausage, like the Tombstone Pizza commercial.
Pepperoni, sausage, extra cheese, and pineapple. It makes a tombstone edible.
You put extra cheese on a frozen pizza? That's terrible.
Absolutely. Every single time.
But here, Terrence, it's just the entire slice of American cheese right in the middle. It's just-
Oh, yeah,
One
that's how I
waxy
used to do it.
rectangle in the middle.
That's how I used to do it when I was 9.
Oh, those are always the saddest pizzas.
I wasn't allowed to use the cheese grater.
I really want just some melted plastic flavor with this.
Mm.
American cheese. What?
Look,
Remember the Canadian couple that like I didn't realize they weren't from the US. I thought they were just fucking with me. And they were like, "What's American cheese?"
It's
And
cheddar with fires.
I just didn't know what to say. I was like, it's just like a smooth, creamy cheese, like kind of that you would use to make like grilled cheese or something. And they were like, "But what is it?" I was like, I don't know what else to tell you other than that.
Partially
Like, okay,
flavored.
never mind.
Partially hydrogenated oil.
Maybe some of them, but mostly cheese it's like it's cut with a kind of acid that causes it to be smooth and creamy.
It's delicious.
Sodium citrate. That's what
I
it's called.
disagree 100%. I think American cheese is the worst flavored cheese.
No,
It depends on what it's used in.
Yeah, it's great in cheese grits, and it's great in just like anything that if you want to use it as like a base sauce.
If it's gonna melt down.
Yeah.
Y'all are talking about Velveeta now, right?
No.
Just regular American cheese. It has the same fucking sodium citrate as fucking Velveeta. It's just you're paying less for it.
Regular American cheese only comes in individually sliced packaging, right?
Wrong.
It takes a little effort to get it out.
No. You can get block American cheese.
Can you
that's true,
really?
you can.
Yeah.
Or rather,
I use it at work.
You can get it unwrapped. Yeah, that comes. It's already cut, but it's
No, I get it block uncut.
Well, that's at a restaurant. Like that's but he's
Most
saying
people-
like,
most people
everyday
get it.
people.
I'm going to need proof of that, Toker. I need you to go to your restaurant, pick up a block, and just take a bite out of it. And
No.
film it.
But I will send you a photo of a giant block of yellow American cheese.
It's like I got the invoices. I can show you.
I make cheese sauces with it.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, my batteries are
Cheese,
dead.
American loaf, yellow.
Yeah, loaf.
That does not
That's
sound
how it's
appealing.
called. Cheese, American loaf.
Gross.
Oh, I forgot the word yellow is in there too.
Because I mean, you got to differentiate it from the white.
The
So,
white American cheese.
Is cheese American yellow or loaf yellow or cheese American white nacho?
the white.
I spend a lot of time with invoices.
I feel I have a deep distrust of the white American cheese. Like
I thought you were going somewhere else with that.
That was the end of his statement.
no, that's it. Like I don't know why. It just seems like something sinister about it. I don't get.
I walked away for half a second, and I thought that we had completely switched conversations. I also have a lot of distrust for white Americans.
It's smart.
Nacho cheese.
Especially the individually wrapped.
Yeah.
Those are corpses.
Yeah, and when they start moving and talking,
Yep.
it's terrifying.
Your distrust should go up.
Yeah. I tell you though, if there ever is a zombie apocalypse at my age, I'm just gonna be like, dude, just do it. Bite. Go ahead. Just bite it.
Just go for something really lethal, please.
No. I want to keep moving. Let me go ahead and stay a zombie and really wreak some havoc.
I don't know. I'm afraid that part of your brain stays alive and you just feel yourself endlessly trudging forever. And
Ooh.
I've read that book. It's awful.
Yeah.
Were you trapped inside the zombie?
Yeah, it was
Zombie. By Hugh Howey.
The Hugh Howey one, yeah. The whole book is a bunch of short stories. A lot of them told from the perspective of the person whose brain is still active inside the zombie body, as they torment, murder, and kill their former loved ones.
Yeah.
The one where the woman's trying to eat her own child in the tree.
Yeah, awful.
Oh.
Sorry,
Just
I'm having a
awful.
fucking.
I've got an RPG book for us. We could play as zombies. There's a zombie apocalypse RPG I've got.
All flesh must be eaten.
I think it's just called Apocalypse or Zombie Apocalypse. It's some kind
I guess the more robust system is all flesh, but
I haven't heard of that one.
it was really big early on. Like it was like one of the first games that really hit after D&D 3.0 came out. Like, everybody's like, 3.0. And then like a couple years later, people were like, okay, let's have some new games come out. And then All Flesh came out. And people were like, oh, thank God, a new game. So That kind of had like a good 2-3 year run with a lot of splat books and settings, and
Before The Walking Dead ruined everything.
yeah, then The Walking Dead kind of killed zombies forever. I
I've heard
hope.
someone
Good
equate
riddance, eh?
D&D with McDonald's. They said D&D is the McDonald's of RPGs.
I would say that is correct. You get a little bit of everything on the menu. None of it's super great.
Especially 5th edition.
I don't dislike 5th edition like a lot of people. I do think it needs like serious like homebrewing tweaks to make it like fun or playable. Like the death save thing, I'm not super in love with.
I'm not a fan of the lack of feats.
To go back to zombies for just a second, 28 years later is finally getting made. Almost 28 years after the first one came out.
Is it gonna have Cillian Murphy in it?
Yes.
Oh wow!
Hell
What I'm
yeah.
saying, yeah, he's back for this one.
Oh.
Is he a zombie? Because that'd be great.
No, he didn't die at the end of the first one.
Or
Nah,
the second one.
He wasn't in the second one.
was in the second one.
You're right. It was a completely different group of survivors.
It was just
Yeah.
a guy in like the OR at the beginning of the 28 days later.
Excellent movie.
Yeah, I love 28 Days Later.
Fast zombies. That was, I think that was the first fast zombies.
Well, because they're not actually zombies.
Yeah,
They're rage
they're-
virus people.
Yeah.
It made it seem real. It wasn't magic bringing corpses out of the graves. It was a
Right.
fucking viral infection that made you go crazy and spread the
Something
virus.
that
It was a
I'm
lot more
legitimately
plausible.
afraid of.
Mhm.
Yeah. Maggie, you don't like zombie movies, but you had me watch 2 very good zombie movies.
Pontypool is very
Well, you know-
good.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you want to find a good version of any kind of genre film, talk to a hater.
Yeah.
Well,
Pontypool was great. And The Girl with the Gifts.
the girl with all the gifts. Yeah.
Oh, that does. I haven't seen that one, but I really have been wanting to.
You should watch it. It was really, really fucking good.
Is that a Korean one?
No.
Oh,
It does have, I'd call, a Korean cinema aesthetic to it, though. From like just looking at the previews, like it has that kind of like, I don't
maybe
know,
that's why I thought it was.
that kind of ineffable quality. I can't really describe what's. Have you seen many Korean horror films? Like,
Is it?
Nah.
It's not the soft focus, but it's like the color palette is sharp.
yeah, it's got a very similar color palette, from what I could tell.
I can see
Nerds.
that.
Movie nerds.
What movies are great, and
They
they
are.
are literally the best thing America has made. Period.
People could talk shit about Netflix, but I've seen a lot of good like foreign movies on Netflix that I wouldn't have seen otherwise. I
Mhm.
love Space Sweepers. Have you seen Space Sweepers?
Mm-mm.
It's fucking dope.
Is it in space?
Yeah.
Do they sweep?
Yes.
Is it like salvagers?
So it's like it's sci-fi, and it's like it's this junker spaceship that has to like they collect debris and stuff. But they
yeah,
end up-
salvagers. Yeah.
yeah, sure.
Oh,
I don't think
it's
I've
a
seen that.
It's a salvage punk movie.
Yeah, it's good.
That sounds dope, actually.
Yeah, it's a great forward film. Every once in a while, I'll go online. Oh, we lost Jeff,
Yeah, he gave up. He finally got frustrated with us.
and he's back.
Maybe.
Okay, he's back. I thought you just got mad with us, Jeff.
He's like, nope, perfect opportunity to restart my computer. They're still on movies.
Jeff, have you seen Space Sweepers? Talk, because your computer's glitching. He's not talking. Anyway,
Oh.
you should watch Space Sweepers.
Well, let's see if Jeff comes back. I want to make sure he's actually here before before I use that as a segue.
Did you have a segue based off the movie Space
Space
Sweepers?
Sweepers.
Yeah.
Space.
Space Sweepers?
We're playing a
came up with
space
it
RPG.
right
Yeah.
now.
Jeff, you here?
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of
Hey.
space.
I had an emergency.
Oh, okay, all right. Is it over? The emergency? Okay. This is a developing emergency.
No.
Okay. Good. This is the last of the bottle of the champagne, by the way.
Spumante.
I do love the spumante because it is probably the sweetest of the champagnes, and Fuck that fucking like mouth drying bitter shit.
No brute for you.
I don't know. Brute I can do. I can't do the extra dry brute though. Blech.
I like the dry, bitter.
It all gives me a headache
How shocking.
immediately.
My Winn-Dixie has like 5 shopping carts full of clearance wine, and I could have got champagne for like $3.99.
Wait,
Could have got a box of wine for like $2.
that's
Delightful.
tempting. At any rate, so speaking of space, he continued to try to segue. We're actually playing a space RPG called Starfinder. This is in fact a show, despite what you may have forgotten since you started it, called Raiders of the Lark 2.0.
Nobody forgot it. You say it before every time we start actually playing.
Oh, you mean like this? Raiders of the Lark 2.0. And then
Music trap.
Thanks. A needle drop on the dramatic music as we go back in to the palace on the throne world of the Presleskinar Empire. You guys had just finished clearing out a cloning facility below the palace as you're moving towards the throne room. What happened to Mahogany?
I didn't remember if I had made the decision that I was supposed to make before this next session, but
Oh, good. Yeah, I was about to ask. And you find yourself in a room called experimental weapons, where you were, where you can find some gear that would possibly aid you in your thing. Tucker, what did you pick? What kind of gear did you find that would aid you?
Did you see my eyes get big because I thought I might forgot? I didn't know. I picked because you narrowed it down to a weapon and armor, and I was like, damn it. And then I was very grateful because there's so much.
So much crap. Yes,
so much
I know.
crap I could have filtered through. But I went with the focused quad rifle.
Nice.
So it's my sniper rifle now does 7d4 plus 9 burn damage, which I feel like by saying that we're going to be fighting a bunch of fire elementals here for this part of. But yeah, I took that because the rifle's always a nice backup to the spells, and then the armor I took was pretty cool. It's the not the reaction accelerator that's in the armor. Urasaka hide advanced armor is what I took. And there was some armor that had some better stats, but this gives me the opposite of my fire sniper rifle. This gives me 10 cold resistance.
Cool.
So yeah, I went with that, and while we're shopping around or perusing around, I yanked my jetpack and out and put it in this one, and my malediction fusion I yanked out and put in this one, and yeah, I'm ready to rock and roll.
All right. While the alarm bells continue to blare throughout the palace, guys, tell us what you picked out.
For armor, I picked out what I could wear, which was the D-Suit 4.
It really enhances the D visually.
Yes. It's like there's 4 of those.
It's just a V that points to your jump. There's no
exactly.
sleeves. There's nothing else. It's just a floating V.
It's basically an armored Borat swimsuit.
Yes. It's nothing special. It's a jumpsuit or flight suit, worn under reinforced breeches, heavy boots, and a thin jacket. A helmet or rebreather and a utility belt with an attached holster complete the outfit.
And for your weapon?
My weapon, I got the experimental skip shot pistol, which it basically teleports the bullet. Instead of firing it from the muzzle, it teleports it. So it can, what does it do here? I only get a -1 penalty when attacking outside the range of this weapon.
Nice. Jeff, or Essex.
Yep. So the weapon I've got is called a Veteratech advanced molecular bore. And what is cool about this it's a modal weapon. First of all, it's a heavy weapon. It's modal in that you can change it. It's like does cold damage, and it also could do heat damage. If you alternate back and forth, it does special penetration damage. So it actually can penetrate through materials a lot faster and decreases their hardness.
Nice.
It's pretty nice. And then armor wise, let me look at this real quick.
Yeah,
I went
about
with
sniper
a-
rifle can penetrate too. It's a nice ability.
Doesn't come up that often, but
It can, yeah.
so I've also got what they call Dacheron Carapace Fossil Wrap 2. And I'm thinking that's a medium armor. So it's just takes me up to like 33 armor.
Okay.
And it's also got good radiation resistance.
All right. And Weep Skeep, how did you fare in the old gear picking department?
Oh, I found myself a nice old fashioned semi-automatic pistol, and I'm gonna use it to pew pew.
Okay. And your armor?
Armor. I got blah 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 blah. Where are you? Plexiglass bodysuit. The lush forests of Gora's Prime are host to all manner of flora, and Goran biochemists have learned to cultivate the natural defense mechanisms of any plant to their advantage. A plexiglass bodysuit consists of millions of densely woven blades of a bioengineered plant with incredibly tough fibers that have a tensile strength that rivals most alloys. So basically, I'm a plant in plant armor. Can't stop me now.
All right.
Can't stop me now.
Yeah, I do a little dance. I'll let you know what time it is. I'm having a good time.
Gonna make a supersonic man out of you.
Yeah, when we were going through the armors and stuff, it's like you really have to read the descriptions because sometimes they sneak little extra abilities into the descriptions. Like it doesn't on my armor just say, "Hey, you got cold resistance." It's in the item description.
That's weird. It feels like something they'd point out like as a feature, you know.
Maybe in the books, but if you're going online through Hephaestos and Archives of Nethys, a lot of that's just not highlighted off the rip for you. But it gives you a reason to read.
Text.
It gives you a reason to read some of the. I mean, a lot of the armors and stuff have some really cool descriptions, a lot of history behind them and stuff.
Mm-hmm. This one is not the strongest armor I could have chosen, but the coolest.
Andy outfits the marshal with a very as much protection as she could muster. He's used to wearing heavy armor, though he's pretty weak right now. So she finds something with servos that will help him to be more mobile. You can see that he's still gritting his teeth in pain, and he tells you, I don't know how long this is going to finish taking or something, but I don't think whatever's going on is going to let my spinal and brain internals stick around. I'm fairly sure that's going to kill me, kids. We need to hurry.
Okay, let us hurry.
Is there any kind of healing I can do to help him out?
No, anything that accelerates the healing will probably hasten his death. Andy says, we dose the genetic sample with a lot of reconstructed nanites. We were hoping that there wouldn't be too much of an issue. It might have been a little bit overkill on my part. We're not exactly seasoned veterans of dealing with biological anomalies and transformations. You have my apologies. The marshal nods and says, it's all right. You're just doing what you thought was best. Like we all are. Let's get going.
We get going.
Your little group gets up, and according to your maps you've downloaded, Essex, you see that you have a fairly direct line to the palace throne room. It just takes a little bit of travel underneath the palace grounds through some fairly off-limits tunnels for the most part. And as you guys are heading down them, basically just moving through narrow, dark corridor after narrow, dark corridor, following your map, you can hear voices being broadcast over the palace grounds, but apparently there wasn't a lot of thought put into this area, so there's no real speaker system going on down here. You just hear the like. You ever guys been to the fair and you hear an announcement too far away from the the announcement speakers, so it just sounds much like echoey, garbled nonsense. Yeah. Correct. You hear announcement after announcement going off over your heads, and then finally you come to a very narrow little elevator at the far end of a darkened hallway. It says, and it basically has a hand pad. He says, I imagine that they're probably looking for some sort of biocode. So the marshal moves up and slides off his glove and puts it on there, closes his eyes, and what you're guessing might be a prayer. The scan goes off and it says, user accepted. The door opens as he's putting his glove on and steps back in. Let's go.
We
Proceed
go
forward.
In the crowded elevator, you guys are shot up a short distance of 10 floors. And then you can feel the elevator switch tracks along a vertical slide, and then you're shot up another 20 floors. And now you know that just from the elevation, that in general estimation, that you're well above street level as the door opens up to reveal a velvet curtain, a small sitting area, and basically the booming echoes of the voice. We are on general alert. There are intruders within the building. Shoot on sight. Shoot on sight. I repeat.
Were we going to use those clean suits as disguises?
I don't know. I assumed you took them off after you.
Yes, it was no longer necessary.
Yeah, they probably recognize us right off the rip anyway.
So go past the velvety curtain and see what we see and shoot the guy.
You move past the velvety curtain, and what you see is an enormous, beautifully appointed throne room. This is your classic Presleskinari, decorative kind of aesthetic. Lots of gold, lots of marble, lots of silver, lots of sweeping, semi-organic shapes within the architecture. And at the far end of the hall, you see a withered old man sitting on a throne behind, and behind him is an enormous kind of like machine apparatus. You see also a number of like hoses and pipes, one coming out of his chest, a bunch coming out of his back and his head, all trailing back towards the machine behind him. The old man's head picks up. That you, Kreider?
Yes.
Is it lunchtime?
Taste bullet.
Yeah, bang. Is he close enough for us to fire on?
You are at an enormous throne room that is about 200 feet long. You basically come out on one end of it.
Mm.
Sweet. I've got a sniper rifle.
All right, who's doing what?
I mean, we do want to kill this guy and put the other guy on the throne, right?
That's the plan.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
he
gotta-
can't. Yeah, because our guy can't replace him until he's dead.
Yeah, well then I'll shoot him.
and that will stop Kreider's like replication. Is that what I understand? That the reason that Kreider is keeping him alive is because it is, if he dies, then it starts this whole thing.
What you learned last time, that Kreider is basically just a sort of a caretaker AI that is basically in charge of making sure the Empire stays at peace by maintaining a steady line of succession. Unfortunately for him, there have been no successors, which is why everyone
That's right.
has been after the genetic material all this time.
So I think Valgorth will throw the scope up on the guy.
All right.
But can I do an engineering check to see if him dying or if me shooting him from here would fuck the machine up at all?
Sure, go ahead.
27?
All right. You pull it up and as you look through your scope and you look at all the pipes and fittings that have been placed on this incredibly frail elderly man, your scope wavers about toward the machine behind him, and you see from just the general outline that this is not just a life supports machine. This is a fully automated defense mechanism as well. Just from the build, you can see where it has hidden turrets for the guns. You can see that it might even be mobile.
Mobile with guns. Mobile suit, gun.
Damn!
Damn.
Damn.
It's a mobile suit.
Yeah,
Guns.
While I've got the scope pointed on the guy, I just whisper over my arm to the rest. Yeah, there's a lot of guns. That's just I'll describe the what I've seen.
All right.
With my engineering eye.
You hear a voice behind you say, "Yes, he's quite impenetrable from that position." And you see stepping out of a cloaked position, an invisible position, a Kreider that you've probably never seen before, but have talked to. Oh no, you have seen before. The one that you talked to on your inbound communications. He's quite impenetrable from that position. Hello, welcome to the throne world. Who are you?
Oh,
While
you
he's saying
obviously-
that, I am going to cast See Invisibility just in case there's more hidden.
All right. As you finish casting See Invisibility, and you can see that there are dozens of these guys all around the throne room as you look over your shoulder, including 2 directly in front of the Emperor.
So you obviously have not been in touch with your other facets of yourself.
We have not had time to do a full upload for information sharing purposes. Now, it would be more convenient if we had at least a modicum of truth from you. I can get independent confirmation at will.
Okay, so here's the deal. We're here because when we woke up from a 8 week, was it 8 weeks? 8 days, 8 months?
It was 8 months.
8 months. We woke up from an 8-month coma. Yes? And one of you booby-trapped our ship. And it set us on this entire path to... Now we're here to fuck your shit up.
This is an inadequate explanation. Does anyone have a bit more detail to offer? Something with a little less sarcasm, as I understand it?
No, that was not sarcasm. That was absolute truth. That is why we're here. apparently before we went into this coma, we were tasked with finding the genetic material of your poor, unfortunate emperor, which we have.
He says, well, I think we can all have this come to a peaceful resolution if you just hand the material over. A sinister smile spreads across his face. It's basically the only kind of smile he can produce. You see him cock his head and says, I'm afraid, though, you'll have to stay here. We can put you up in a very luxurious position, but we cannot have this sort of security breach leak to the public. You'll understand, don't you?
I'm really glad that I remembered to buy that thing. I use a precog ability.
All right. What is the thing?
I just offhandedly spent 13,000 credits, 1,300 credits to have an explosive blast spell gem in my pocket that I bought at some point.
Oh.
It's me going, there's a lot of people in this room. It'd be really great if I had a blast spell instead of just that line effect spell. So I used the old my old handy advanced preparations temporal anomaly, where it's like, you did buy it at some point.
Gotcha.
You just had to use a thing. So now I basically have the equivalent of a Starfinder fireball in my hand now.
All right. Are you pointing this out?
No.
Okay.
He's holding a thermal detonator.
Kreider goes on as he begins to move from around the velvet curtained area towards the throne room. Please come forward. Meet the Emperor. You will understand what has been concerning me for so long, if you do.
But if we have your successor, then you no longer need this man to be in such dire confines.
Well,
What he said.
he says, logically, I suppose that is true. However, I am bound by the dictates of programming. I must preserve his life at all costs. Eventually, however, he will fail, and the genetic material that you provide me will create, thanks to our recently installed, and you guys can tell, like the cloning facility has been down there for like 300 years. Our recently installed cloning facility to do the work of preventing a succession crisis. Finally, an emperor that we can mold and shape in a way that will create a harmonious balance across the Presleskinar Empire. Instead of, I'm hungry, you hear bellowed down the halls. Instead of what we have now.
I will give a glance to everyone, and your HUD will pop up. We just doing this? A little text message to everyone.
Where's the group with the most criters?
You see the most criters are up near the throne itself, about 8 of them. 2 of them you kind of recognize, particularly you. You've seen quite a few of these guys because you were stuck in a time loop where several different criters, you suddenly realized that now that about half the time whenever you recalled your time loop, the criter was wearing a different outfit in a different ship each and every time he would stop by. On the final leg of your on your loop before it would start again. You see, one of them has an eye patch and a large scar across his face. Some of them are dressed more in Pact World fashions, as they're probably positioned like as spies in that area. Some of them are in Presleskinar noble garb, and basically have been positioned throughout the Presleskinar space without like any kind of any kind of overseeing from the main central unit for years and years and years. You hear Andy come across your comms and says, "I don't think this is a sapient computer. I think this Kreider is. I don't think this Kreider is self-aware. Or it is, and I can't make heads or tail of it."
Is violence our only recourse?
Are you saying that out loud?
No.
Okay.
Through the comms.
Are we going to trip him up with a logic problem?
Andy pipes in after that and says, "If we can avoid violence, it would definitely spare lives, but I don't think we're going to come out on the best end of any bargain it wants to make."
Jeff is normally our voice of reason, and he's been oddly quiet.
Yeah.
I don't want to be the voice of reason.
No, he wants to be the voice of violence.
Well, speak up.
Well, then when you send in the comms, is violence our only course? I chunk my explosive spell towards the biggest clump of Kreiders I can hit with a 20-foot radius blast.
All right, as you say, it's violence is the only recourse. You see a tiny gem fling over the head of the strolling visible Kreider, all the way towards the throne room. It slides across the pristine marble floors up to the feet of the throne itself. And go ahead.
They all need to give me a reflex save.
All righty. Let me grab my dice.
Did I get a count of how many there were that were invisible?
Like I said, there were about 8 near the throne.
I mean, in total that I can see.
Oh, let's see. About 19.
So when I throw the gem, I'll then yell to the party, "There's 18 more that are invisible still. I'll give you a count if they die."
11 more that are invisible still, but yeah.
Better to overestimate than underestimate.
I mean, including the ones I'm about to hit, there's 19. There's the one we can see and 18.
Oh, yeah,
invisible
okay.
ones.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like you're just hucking a fireball at a single old man on a throne.
That's a 1 critical failure. And what's your DC?
18.
18. Okay. Success. Fail. Success. Good success. Fail. All right.
I just realized because it's a spell gem, it doesn't give me the option to just roll. Is there a dice roll on it? Yeah, there is.
And the Emperor, of course. You see the explosion go off near to the throne as the gem slides to a stop, basically almost as if it's something's foot, almost as if it bounced off something's foot before it exploded, and you can see the silhouettes of figures in the explosion, and you can also see the line of a lot of defensive mechanisms activate as you as the explosion goes off as well. How much damage do we get?
34.
34. Let me get my scratch paper.
1,400 credits later, I did 34 damage.
To everyone.
Yeah.
Not everyone, but to
the ones that failed.
Of them. Yeah.
No half damage for the ones who passed.
Yeah, half for the ones who saved. So
That's not bad. 17.
All right. As the explosion clears, let's do an initiative. Oh no, my initiative paper is like.
Yeah. I'm not going to use the computer roller. I'm going to roll dice.
Now we're talking.
Not after my initiative roll, because I already rolled that.
okay.
And I'll stay true to that.
So my first initiative, I just realized I got that thing where I can spend a resolve point to re-roll with a +4, but it says I can roll my initiative first and then decide if I want to use it.
Oh, right. Resolve points do stuff.
And I'm going to spend a resolve point to re-roll the +4. Oh fuck yeah!
Where do you see the resolve points that you?
At the top of your character sheet under quick.
Yeah, but where do you see what you can do with them? What you selected to do with them?
That thing that I could do came from a inventory item that I have. It's reaction accelerator armor upgrade.
Initiative bonus here. There we go.
Your class features might have some things you can spend resolve points on, or feats. I'm not sure.
Are we gonna have a map? Question mark.
I mean, I could whip one up if in the short order if you want. Hold on.
I only ask because, like, I've got all these attacks of opportunity, and I feel like when we have all this, when we do it like this, I have no opportunity to.
I'm sorry, I've been
attack.
I've been very busy this
I
week.
get it.
Is Docs what I'm looking for? Fuck, I forgot how Albert works for some damn reason.
And we'll be back after this brief pause.
Thank you.
And we're back with a map.
We're back with a map. Okay.
With a map.
You won't see the map on the video version of this because it's not pretty.
It's not interesting. It's not pretty. It's not visually arresting. It is a grid with the appropriate size.
Only visually confusing.
It's a grid with a grid. Ignore the one grid.
Ignore me. I'm a grid.
Ignore the bold grid. Look for the little grid. The really hard to see grid. Focus on that one.
Oh, God, I miss old Owlbear.
Yeah, new Owlbear sucks. Take that into account, Owlbear Rodeo.
It's still free.
All right, well, it's still free, but
Dungeon Doodle had this option whenever you generate a map. It said rough lines. I'm like, oh, good. I don't want I would like some less solid lines. I didn't realize they were gonna do like fucking uneven fucking squares.
Yeah, rough as in not drawn well.
Yeah, rough as in terrible.
Mathematically inaccurate lines. Yes, please.
Oh, did you want parallel lines?
I just wanted looked like they were pencil sketch. Jesus Christ. At any rate. All right. Valgor throws his spell gem. It explodes, leaving behind the a lot of smoke and quickly extinguishing flame. When out of the billowing smoke, you see a figure emerging. Basically, the Emperor has been picked up. His throne and all is basically rising off the floor, and being pulled into the apparatus behind him, basically becoming just a massive sort of insectile shaped battle robot with him at the guidance or at the head.
I'm hungry.
Yeah, I'm hungry. Being protected by both armor and force fields. The Crider in front of you, who is going to demonstrate, basically guiding you toward him, turns and says, "I really wish you hadn't done that." And then we rolled initiative. Guys, what did you get?
11.
11. Weepskeep.
20.
20. Essex and Valgorth, you both rolled 25.
Yes, we did.
The guy in front of you, he rolls. Let's see.
I had to use a resolve to get my 25, but I did it.
You got it.
All right. 25s go first as you see the your situation suddenly growing more tense. Who's got the best initiative? I think it's you, Essex.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'll go ahead. The guys that I threw the fireball at, did any of them die?
They they look like a lot of them got pretty badly mangled, and you can see some of their internal workings, but they're all still standing.
It's both a shame and a blessing. I am going to spend a paradox to recycle my preparation and do the exact same thing again.
All right. In a weird time glitch, you reach into your bag and pull out another spell gem.
The exact same spell gem, but in this universe, it hasn't been used yet.
And fling it across the room. All right, let's gonna do 8 more saves.
8 more reflex saves.
Or 9, actually.
Oh no, the robot. Its weakness is fireball.
His weakness is not fireball. Let's see, 16. Okay, and then all right, a lot more saves this time, but that's still half damage for many of them.
So 31 damage this time.
31 damage. So
Which I think is just one above average, 96, 31. Yeah.
All right, 2 of them explode in a mess of artificial gore and computerized parts. Let's see. 2 more incredibly injured. Let's see. The other 4 are moderately injured. You get to see this. The spider mech, the Emperor. Oh my God! Really? Okay. Takes full damage. Wait, does it have a special critical failure?
I mean, no, I don't think so.
Okay. Well, I don't think we have cards for this set of systems.
So it does 96 fire damage to all creatures and objects in the area. If you send the battery through a narrow opening, I didn't do, so I didn't have to hit an armor class.
All right.
So it's a fireball. If this was Pathfinder 2e and he critically failed, I think he would have taken double damage.
All right.
Yeah, so if you want to give him double damage.
I don't.
No. But I see that fire hurt it.
Well, certainly the explosion hurt it, yes.
Huzzah.
That would be you, Valgorth.
Also, I as a move action, drop prone.
Okay, Essex. Let me take 2 of these guys off the stage here. I know you can't see which ones, but
So Valgorth did fire, and I'm going to do polar vortex, which is cold,
all right.
in the same area, because I'm assuming he aimed for what I can't see, the most bodies. So
Yeah.
I'm going to aim and let it go.
I think the invisibility would have worn off on the ones that died. Right.
Okay, sure.
I'm more asking.
Yeah, I'll let that go.
And plus, I told him there were, at the time, 18 invisible criters.
2 dead criters fall to their floor. Their cloaking devices shorting out.
Okay. So same area of effect, and reflex save is a 16.
Same area of reflex save. You guys are really going for the soften them up bit.
Mhm.
All right, fail, succeed, and succeed, fail. All right, what's the damage?
Okay. 10 cold damage and then 26 blunt damage.
All right, that guy, yeah, dead. So, what is that halfway? That's 23 for half. No, that's
5 and 13.
18 for half.
Yeah.
5 and 13.
Yeah, because it was 10 and 26.
Yeah, okay, 18 for half. All right.
And the area is Duration spell. Creatures that fly in an area must make a acrobatics check to fly. Terrain within the area is covered with ice and snow, causing it to become difficult terrain.
These are the dead ones that have showed up. Flip around. Okay, we're at 20, which is Weepskeep. Weepskeep, you see 4 dead Criders and 1 massive mecha-empowered Geezerly Emperor.
And there's the Crider right beside us, yeah?
There is
He's
the Crider, right?
alive?
Yeah, correct.
Not for long. I'm gonna step up and attack. Probably not that great. 19 against EAC.
All right. Sorry. Yeah. Fucking dig my stats up. I was too busy fucking with the owlbear thing. Hold on. All right, there we go. What'd you get? Sorry.
19 against EAC?
It does not. You basically he quickly blocks your blow.
Whatever, man. That's it.
Let's see.
Move and attack. Done and done.
All right. Where's my owlbear? Let me get you over here near my. Okay. The Emperor. You hear his voice amplified through the hardware. It screams, "I want strained peas!" as the machine begins to charge frantically across the room.
Difficult terrain.
Okay, so 5, 10, 15. How many squares of it?
It is a total of 40 squares, 40-foot radius.
40
I mean, 40-foot diameter.
Diameter, yeah.
Diameter, so 20-foot radius.
Yeah.
All right, so he loses 40 feet of movement and continues to move up 10 feet. And you see after a move, it aims a cannon, like it seems to be working on autopilot towards the group. And begins to fire at, let's see, the last person that did the damage. So I guess that would be you, Jeff.
All right.
You see one of the cannons erupt from the back of this huge, monstrous, spider-like apparatus that the Emperor is cloaked in, firing off a shot for a with a 33.
33 is exactly my armor class.
Okay, 33 is exactly your armor class. Let's see how much.
Oh,
damage.
wait. Can I do this as a reaction? As reaction, would attack is declared. Oh, yeah, because you said I could do it after the result was known before. I'm going to use one of my paradoxes to give Jeff a +2 bonus to his AC until the end of my round, or until the start of my next turn.
The blast fires towards you. It shoots across the room. You feel your senses confused for a moment, and the next thing you know, you're standing like half a foot further over than you thought as the massive beam explodes into the ground next to you, basically exploding a lot of the marble here in the room, throne room. This thing has incredibly powerful cannons. Let's see. We are at your go, Geist.
Oh, before all the clones. Nice. Okay,
Yeah,
so big guns on this mobile suit.
Very big guns.
Okay. Let's see. What is my skip shot pistol? Range. Mm-hmm. 60 feet. Okay. First things first. The realist. I'm going to move within 60 feet of that which is about. Oh yeah, I got room for that, and I can do it without provoking from
Things you can see.
things that I can see. Exactly. So yeah, first thing I do is activate my holographic clones. I will have 4. So there's 5 geists that dart forward, quick drawing my skip shot pistol and my thunder striker pistol. And that's my turn.
Okay. And we are at. Okay. A number of Criders go. Well, actually, no. Crider number 1 here next to you goes. Crider number 1. Let's call him Crider Prime, shall we?
No,
Crider Prime.
I don't like it.
Jeff is Crider Prime.
Takes a swing at Weepskeep in a counter to her attack, but does a man, I rolled low. Does a 24 hit you?
It does not.
All right, you were able to dodge his blow. Let's see the what's that? Move. Range weapon. I can't do more than one attack this turn. So, all right. We're on to the other Criders. The other Criders. This might be a protracted combat. I'm just letting you guys know.
I expected as much with 15 Criders still alive.
Suddenly reveal themselves. I shouldn't even bother had to have hide them, honestly.
Oh man.
They're all going to show up this turn as they open fire on us.
Yeah. Suddenly
Yeah.
you guys are basically getting the firewall from either side, the firing squad from either side.
Don't forget to delete the 2 that are actually just bodies now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will. Hold on. You see a bunch of badly damaged Criders come into play as they pull out their firearms, as well as a bunch of fresh ones in various modes of dress up here on either side of you on the throne room. They all begin to fire. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 14 of them. All right. So each of you take 2 shots, basically. Let's start with Geist. Geist. 22 does not get you, right?
Correct. But let me see something real quick. Yep, 22 doesn't even hit one of my mirror images.
All right. Let's see. Next down, Valgorth. I don't think 26 gets you, does it?
No.
All right. Let's see. They missed big time. And the Marshal potential hit.
Can they target him though? Because he's got the DNA?
They are just killing at this point. Let's see. All right. And now we're off to Essex. Essex, I got a natural 20 on you, unfortunately. So that is a hit. For 20 damage.
Okay.
And a little bit of extra burn damage from their laser for 3. Let's see. Who have I missed? Weepskeep, that's right. Weepskeep, 18 gets you.
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
No.
All right, yes. Their shots are flying blind. Everyone's shooting like crazy at you guys. You hear the Crider Prime's voice echo across the PA system from where he is. You see his mouth moving, Weepskeep, but you hear his voice everywhere. Do not shoot the genetic target. I repeat, shoot to immobilize. And we are back to the top of the round, which is Essex.
Actually, it was Valgor.
How about? Okay.
Which one of the two that I'm next to is the one they're not trying to kill?
The one further away from you.
Okay. Word. Then I'm going to crawl over 10 feet to be next to him because, hey, please no blast damage. Operation Human Shield. And then I need one and the main robot and the monkey crider. One crider, monkey crider, and big robot guy.
Okay.
I'm going to do a fucking Tom's Edge blade through those three. So I need reflex saves from those three people.
All right, so wait. Monkey Crider. Let me move him out a little bit. The Emperor and who else?
Crider 1.
Crider 1. All right. I'll need what kind of saves?
A reflex save because I'm doing a straight 120-foot line effect.
All right, that's quite a line. All right, so let's start with Crider Prime. I got a 16.
Fail.
All right, Emperor. I roll 22.
Pass.
All right, and Monkey Crider 20.
Pass.
All right.
So only one of them takes the full 37 damage. The other two take half of that.
Okay, Crider Prime takes 37. Let's see.
Not a great roll on 10d6. I guess over half.
So it's 15, 16, 17, 18 damage. And that Monkey Crider, however, that 18 damage kills him.
All right.
Finishes his ass off. He's a dead man / monkey / robot.
So yeah, that was my I could crawl 10 feet with a feat, so I'm still prone. So I scampered over and then cast a spell. That's my go.
Gotcha.
Ooh. Monkey Man Robot. It's like the evolution chart.
Essex.
All right.
Waves of time are hurting people.
Yeah, basically.
I'm going to aim to that group to the right of me. Alien guy, and I can't remember what the rest of these things are.
I blew them up so that they're bigger.
Anywhere between alien head and panda head.
Alien head and panda head. All right.
Now we'll do another polar vortex.
All right. Sure. So all 5 of those guys, or
I gotta try to see if I can actually use a tool.
Actually- oh, the tools. Where do you find that? Oh, I guess it's on the sidebar. I'm a dumb person, you see.
Well, it looks like I can get the top 4.
All right, top 4. Pig to alien.
Yeah.
Pig crider to alien crider.
Pig Crider to Alien Crider 4.
Same.
I wish there were more
16.
numbers. What do I need to make? Saves?
Yeah, 16.
Okay. Fail. God damn it, fail. Fail.
I needed those rolls.
And success. Alien crider succeeds, the other failed. The other just failed.
Okay. So
I don't
total 15 cold damage and 25 blunt damage.
Oof. So 40 damage.
Yeah.
These guys take 40 damage. They're badly injured.
What are you doing, Jeff? What is that, a grenade?
No, it's polar vortex, which does 3d6 cold damage and another 66 bludgeoning damage.
It's a spell you're doing.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Okay. We're at number 20, Weepscape.
All right.
You saw a wave of time blast through Crider Prime here. Weakening him. Your go.
I'm going to attack him twice.
Alrighty.
And I'm going to miss him twice.
Oh,
That sucks.
It's the highest number is 4, which is exactly what I wrote last time.
Oh no. All right. He's moving with amazing deftness and grace. Probably the most premium built of these various robots. So unfortunately your explosive fists are unable to.
how much damage would you have done?
Okay.
It would have been 3d6 plus 17.
With one hit?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna use. How bad does Prom seem?
He has taken some damage, however, he is still pretty raring to go. Basically, you ripped a lot of his clothing. You see some of his juices leaking out, but not much that's going to hamper him going on right now.
Yeah, never mind.
It's okay.
I thought if that would be like the finishing blow, I might make him do a reflex to see if one of her fists actually still hit. But yeah, I'd have to give up one of my highest level spells for that.
Yeah, no,
All right.
don't do it. I have a question though.
Mhm.
Maybe this is something that I would have to have rolled for knowledge or whatever, but do these things, would they take bleed damage?
Everything but the Emperor, probably, because the Emperor is mostly just an old guy in a shell of a giant robot.
Okay.
These guys are fairly advanced androids for the most part, with the possible exception of Crider Prime, who seems more Terminator than android.
Indeed, quite. When you say Crider Prime, you mean the giant one?
No, the one that you're fighting.
Oh.
That's the big one is the Emperor's fucking life support / defense system.
Life support mecha.
Yeah.
I mean, Crider
But
Prime 1, he's the one right in front of you.
Yeah, but
He's the one
the Emperor is
you-
the one that looks like it wouldn't take bleed damage.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha. That's all.
All right. Let's see. That was a Weepskeep. We're at the Emperor's Go. You hear him scream, "Coffee! I have a coffee coupon!" As you a missile fires across the room towards your cadre. I need everyone in the let's see, 60-foot radius. Yeah. Everyone to make a reflex save.
That's
Hey,
everybody.
that's a good one.
Oh. My best save. I got a 15.
Oh no. All right.
28.
25.
25.
16.
15. I'm looking for a 20.
Yeah. Keep looking.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Can I squirt blood at the incoming damage to give myself a +5 bonus?
If it makes you feel better. Let's see. Let me do a little math here. The concussive explosion. Let's see. 20 does 33 damage if you failed.
Oh.
And obviously 16 if you didn't.
Unless you got evasion.
Unless you have evasion. In the aftermath of the explosion, you see like the Crider Prime sharply turn his head toward the Emperor's mech. He says, "Careful with that targeting, you idiot!"
Yeah. I have Operation Human Shield and it's not working.
You hear a different voice come across the room. Noted. Target only firing. And you're guessing the mecha is operating largely independently of what the Emperor's actions are. His voice is amplified, but he's not necessarily in control. Geist.
The Emperor seems like the biggest threat right now.
Certainly
There's
the thing he's in.
Yeah, there's more of the little guys. Okay. Here we go. Rolling stealth to see if I can render him flat-footed to my attack. Ooh, natural 19 for 40 something. 20 plus 19.
Yeah, that's fine. You got it.
39. And then to hit him with my skip shot elite, natural 18 for 28.
That will hit.
Excellent. 3, 4, 5, 6. That's not bad. Yeah. Sorry. 10, 21, 22, 28 damage.
28 damage. All right, you blast across the throne room, hitting the Emperor. 28 damage. You see his defense screen though waver briefly, and you can hear sparks and whatnot from the interior workers, and you can hear the Emperor screaming in fear. You're not lunch! You're not lunch! Meanwhile, across your comms, Geist, you hear a voice crackling across. Geist, you there?
I am here.
It's Marcus's voice.
Go ahead, Marcus.
He says, "What floor are you on? Where are you guys at? I just got everything set up, and I did a little bit of a rescue on Fanny.
Wait, where did we leave him?
You left him on the ship. He didn't come with you. You didn't even ask about him."
I thought he came with us.
No.
Yeah, I thought we left him. Yeah, we left him on purpose, right?
No one mentioned him.
Oh, whoops.
I intentionally didn't mention him because fuck that cat.
Stay where you are, Marcus. We this is too dangerous for you right now.
It's dangerous down here. Where are you?
We're in the throne room, taking on multiple Krydos and the Emperor.
You hear a voice pipe in, Fanny 56. Give me a height, a floor.
What floor are we on? Top, right?
You're guessing that you're about 20 floors up.
20th floor.
20th floor? All right, I'll give a little guesstimation. All right, see you soon.
Aim toward the back.
That was your go. You said are you doing any moves after you shot, or?
No, I'm just ducking and dodging in my, multiple mirror images.
All right, you can hear the voice of the cybernetic defense machine call out "target acquired," as it's one of its cannons trains on you, but it's not its go. We're at Crider Prime. Crider Prime throws off his robe, his burning robe, and begins to go into like a fisticuff kind of pose where he continually to target Weepskeep. Swinging twice, missing once, but solidly hitting on the second blow, I'm pretty sure, with a... What is that? That is a 36.
Against...
Oh, I'm sorry, KAC.
That is a miss.
Oh, damn. All right. The solidly landing a blow on your armor, which gives a little under the strain. However, basically he bounces off of it.
Oh,
You can see some of his metal knuckles underneath the torn flesh as he pulls back. Its face, Critter One's face, contorts in what looks kind of like anger. I'm very disappointed that this had to come to violence.
Not so easy, is it?
What were you saying, Fricks? Sorry.
Just for the record, the Emperor is off target now.
So was that -2s?
Yeah.
Okay. The other Criders, let's get over to the map. The other Criders basically are trying to close some distance. They move up towards the group. That way they can come in. They're trying to get into more of a protective, defensive kind of thing. Sorry. I'll move them over here.
Did that one move through my threatened square or around it?
Around, sorry.
Sure.
They basically are moving up to try and create a they're not trying to get trampled by the machine, but they're also trying to get into a position where they can move. But only some of them can fire this turn because many of them had to double move. So everybody gets one shot at them. Geist, a miss. Weepskeep, potential critical. Valgorth, a critical.
No.
Swear to God, 2 20s in a row. Essex, a miss, and our 2 other companions with you. A critical miss and a miss. All right, so Weepskeep and Valgorth, you both take hits. Valgorth, you take 22 as a laser hits you and burns a bit. Whereas Weepskeep, you take 14, 15, 16, 17 as the laser hits and burns you a little bit. We're at the top of the round again to Valgorth.
Hmm. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. I have got an ability. Pull down all the stops. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move. I'm crawling still. The only way I can see to do this to get close stuff is 5, 10. So I'm next to him.
Now you're crawling next to Credit Prime. Got it?
Right. Now I have an ability called or a class feature.
Hotfoot.
Improvised anchor. I don't think I've ever used this before, but once per day without spending an action, you could double your speed until the end of your turn, during which you gain a +4 bonus to your AC against attacks of opportunity. So
Right.
my 10 feet will now be 20 feet. 10, 15, 20. It does provoke from Crider Prime.
All right. Well, let me give it a swing. What is this number? 17 plus is normally pretty high to hit. However, you have a pretty high AC. Where you at? There you go. 17, 33.
That misses.
Okay. He
to,
tries to
thanks
stomp
to
you
bu-
as you go by. However, he only succeeds in cracking the marble underneath your feet.
Basically, because I'm crawling. I know I don't get the crawling from melee, but I get the +4 from using that ability.
Gotcha.
So yeah, that would have hit, but because of the ability, it did not. I now need everybody to stage right, my right, the emperor and all the ones to the right, where all the animal looking
From panda to horse.
from panda to horse.
Okay.
I need them all to make I think it's will saves.
Panda to horse. Like just that line, those 4 guys, or it is
No,
Trash
all
Panda?
of them.
All of them.
All 6 of these guys.
Yeah. This
All
is a
right.
burst.
All right. 6 dudes getting bursted.
Does it get pig as well? Or nah?
Or what weapons are the Criders using?
They look like they're mostly using laser weapons, like some short, some long arms. I'm just using the same damage for all of them because I'm lazy.
Oh.
Okay.
It doesn't get the pig as well, does
However,
it?
I will let them all count as the same weapon for you if that's what you're curious.
Yeah, because I have to choose a weapon, and they would lose proficiency with it. Or wait,
Okay.
is that the one I'm going with? Oh, wait. No, I was going with. Hmm. Sorry. It's like I could put one of them in a time loop, or I can make all of them incompetent with melee weapons, small arms, long arms, heavy weapons, grenades, or natural weapons. Ooh.
I think incompetent would be better.
Yeah,
Unless-
yeah. So I'll incompetent the group. What's the big robot's using? What?
He's got 3 different mounted weapons, bristling, big mounted weapons bristling from his body.
Hmm.
An elite X-Gen gun, a heavy stellar cannon, an IMDS missile launcher, which is what you took the brunt of last round.
So I guess just the group of Criters, then I'll make them incompetent.
All right. What is the DC?
17.
All right, so 5 fails, 1 success.
Okay, so yeah, they'll just get -4s to attack with their base weapons.
Gotcha.
That's my go.
Is the success like a shorter duration?
No, the success negates.
Okay.
All right, we're on to Essex. Essex, spells are cast, missiles are hurled, people are made dumber.
I moved, and now I'm shooting another spell. This is my last polar
Vortex.
Yeah. So
who's-
this will get from the Emperor all the way. It will get all the ones onto the right, the same one Stoker just hit, except for the pig.
Gotcha. Pig Crider left out.
Everybody gets to make DC 16.
All right, let's roll it. Fail. 16. No, that's a success. Fail. And for the Emperor, success. So 3 fails, 4 successes.
12 plus 24, so 36.
36. All right, well, let's see. Let me move some of these guys out of here. Goodbye. My mouse is not working. Goodbye, Cow Crider. Goodbye, Horse Crider. Goodbye, Panda Crider. Everyone else still up, but some of them barely. The Emperor, however, his armor is pretty robust, and he's still up and at him. Your go, Geist, I believe. Weepskeep, sorry.
Weepskeep.
Yes, Weepskeep noises.
Rustling sounds.
Rustling sounds.
Yes. 2 attacks. One definitely misses. The other one is 24 against the ACE.
That was a hit for either, so go ahead.
28 damage.
28 damage. All right. You crack him across the face. Some of his synthetic skin goes flying, and you can just see metal work under his jaw with some of his artificial teeth poking through. A lot of the pinkish red liquid that serves as a circulatory system begins pouring out.
That's the description I was waiting for. Give me a reflex save.
Okay, go ahead. For him, from him?
From him, yeah.
All right. I got a, what is that? Reflex. I got a 17.
1 under. Roll damage again, Mahogany.
Oh, shit.
Ooh, that's good. $34.
Time partially rewinds, and then it goes through again as you see your fist make another explosive blow on his face. 34.
I like this precog.
The blow tears even more of the artificial being's face off, and he basically becomes like, half Terminator faced on you. But however, like, what it looks like his knees buckle for a second, and then he straightens back up and gets back into a fighting position.
God damn it.
Meanwhile, Leapskeep roars in his face like a Jurassic Park style. Anyway.
A very scary plant.
Yeah, like not the T-Rex, but like the one that killed Norman.
Yeah, like the teeth come up.
Newman. Yeah.
I believe that was a Dipthyosaurus.
No, thank
You're a
you.
Dipthyosaurus.
Look,
I
Dipthyosaurus.
wish.
Dipthyosaurus here. We got a Dipthyosaurus. See, nobody cares.
My little tendrils start shaking as I go.
Anyway, sorry. That was now it's the Emperor's go. The Emperor, who took a pretty powerful blow from last time. It's the Emperor's mech targets the last person that hit it, which is you guys.
Dilophosaurus. Sorry, Dilophosaurus.
You lost all your animal cred.
And also, Ichthyosaurus is the Loch Ness monster, I believe.
Ichthyosaurus.
40 to hit you.
Yeah, yes. Now,
or perhaps one of your clones.
Yeah.
What do I need to roll for that?
There's 4 clones and 1 of me, so I would say D6. You hit me on a 1 and 6 reroll. Or
I'll roll a
D10.
Do a D10 odds.
Put you on 1 and 2. How about that?
Yeah.
I got 7. One of your decoys explodes unceremoniously, leaving a massive hole in the concrete next to you.
Okay.
Or not concrete, the marble. Sorry, this is a palace, for God's sake.
Concrete palaces.
Maybe it's space concrete. That might be fancy.
How do I
Concrete.
Red,
It continues to move up, getting into like melee range, but like it's also like keeping enough distance for range, but basically keeping itself at the center of the combat. Let's see. That was the Emperor. Let's see. Guys, go now.
Okay. I'm trying to figure out how to get rid of the emoji. I don't know how.
The emoji. Which emoji?
Why do you need to get rid of it?
Oh, because he's got 3 and 4 on him.
Yeah, I'm down to 4.
Click it again.
Oh, maybe.
Oh, you're using the emojis on Owlbear to keep a track of your images.
Yeah, that's not how that works.
Oh,
no.
No more, guys. Game
I
over.
activate my cloaking field.
I see that. Or rather, I don't.
Here.
There you go.
All right, I know. I've got 3 left. Okay. My turn, huh?
Okay, yeah.
I will full attack action, attacking 3 times. No, that's dumb, right? That's dumb.
You.
I will. Ooh, what am I going to do? All right. Yeah, I'm going to rush up and firing as I go before I get to him. And shooting. This is my stealth check to render him flat-footed. Definitely natural 16 for 36 to hit.
36. Still hits.
No,
Does he
the
have-
30.
Does he have reach?
Does he have reach? Let me double check. I'm not sure this thing has any melee options. Let me check. He does not have reach because he does not have melee options. He only
Oh,
has.
sweet.
Nice. So does a 26 hit his flat-footed?
It does.
Awesome. Then I did damage wrong the last time because I did not take into account the 5d4 that my gun actually does now, but that's fine. I'm going to roll these 9 dice. So that's 4, 5. 10, 17, 26, 27, 31 damage.
31 damage. All right. You're able to hit it pretty significantly. However, he's still going. He's big and tough and dangerous. What was you? Now we're at Kreider Prime. Kreider Prime takes a swing at you, Weep Skeep, missing entirely, however, coming back up with a critical hit in the follow-up. Doing, let's see, what is this? 12, 13, 14, 15, 45 points of damage.
All right.
And then you hear it shout out across the thing, target fire on the plant monster.
I'm the reason she hit you twice.
It is the other lesser Kreiders go. The nearest ones who are still standing do indeed pull target fire on.
Well, just remember the animal token ones are -4s.
I do remember that.
Okay.
So I'll roll first. Fail, fail, fail. Natural 20. Meanwhile, the other side. Oop. Fail, 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 fail. What's your EAC?
36.
All right, just make sure. Yeah, fail, fail, fail. And one, so 2 hits, 1 critical. So 11 damage, and then the critical 18.
All right.
We're at the top of the round, Valgorth. Oh wait, no, sorry, not the top of the round. We're at the very bottom of the round. You guys hear a high-pitched whine and an explosion of cannon fire from the floors below you as you see one of the interior walls of the throne room where sunlight was previously streaming in basically explode open as a vast sorry, that's too big.
Another emperor shows up.
No, as an airborne taxi cab that says Happy Cab on it basically flies through the window and slides to a halt in a strange arc, basically just smattering and destroying Riders 4, 7, and 3 underneath the landing path.
Nice.
And you hear a voice echo through your headphones. Woo! We made it! All right! followed by Marcus. Yes! Yes! Oh my God! What the hell is that? All right, now we're at the top of the round.
I roll over to my back, swinging the sniper rifle around towards Kreider Prime, a little upset that he thinks Weepskeep's the most dangerous thing here, and I say as much. And I use one of my paradoxes to roll a natural 19 to shoot him with my rifle.
Okay.
Oh
Nice.
yeah. Just splattering that plant with
So that's a
meat.
29, 30, 33 would be a natural 19 for me to hit him.
That will definitely hit.
All right. He takes 28 fire damage.
All right. He takes 28 fire damage, and the top of his head explodes out the bottom of his head. Or, sorry, the bottom of his head explodes out the top since you're such a low angle.
Yeah. Me,
The,
I'm the dangerous one. And then I scuttle 10 feet away from the large robot.
I'm the dangerous one.
Oh my God.
The android falls down, and you can hear a voice. You can hear a voice echoing across the palace. Mobile unit destroyed. Prepare for lockdown. Mobile unit destroyed. Prepare for lockdown. As you see huge metal curtains begin descending over the remnants of the windows of the palace. This AI, it's giving off a kind of an arrogance that you had not expected from something like this. Why were they open to begin with?
The windows?
Yes.
Yeah. In my head, I didn't assume there were any windows open, that the cab drove through the wall, and I was like, yeah, lock it down. There's a giant hole in the wall. And I was like, oh, yeah, he drove through a window that wasn't
it's
shuttered.
windows, walls. They were real thick, but anyway. Yeah. Fanny 56's old chassis is pretty bad off once again. And it's your go, Essex.
All right. I throw a comm unit in the middle of those four.
The ones on the right?
Yeah.
The animals.
The
Yes.
animals.
Well,
Then I cast a spell.
Okay.
I don't know if I'd call them animals. There's two animals and two cryptid / supernatural creatures.
Doesn't matter. I cast Verted Code.
Okay. What does that do?
Which blows up, and then they have to make a DC 16 reflex save. No, 15 reflex save.
All right. Fail, success.
All right. So all the ones that failed are entangled.
Okay.
The one that succeeded gets pushed outside of the area of effect.
Okay. How far does that go?
It's a 40-foot radius. It's a 40-foot diameter. Excuse me.
Okay, so let me come back a bit. There you go.
Just threw another one in front of Weepskeep to get punched twice.
Not looking forward to that, but yeah. So yes, Alien Crider is shoved to the edge while the other three are entangled.
They take 27 points of damage, and the one that took half damage.
All right, well, let's see. Raccoon is gone, and actually all three of these guys are gone with that kind of damage out.
Not the Tengu.
Sorry, the Oni mask guy, gone.
No, that's a Tengu. Onis have horns. Tengus have long noses. Get your fucking folklore right.
Whatever yokai this happens to be is gone. Fuck you.
Frank, you're the idiot that called it a diplosaur earlier. You don't know stuff.
We're friends.
All right. That was 25. We're at 20. Weepscape.
So just FYI, that whole area is covered in razor sharp vines.
Okay.
Like, is this a safe space?
Yeah,
I didn't hit that spot.
Okay, cool.
You can use alien-headed Crider as a markation point for it.
To the right of it is where
Right here.
To the right of him is where the area would be.
Yeah.
Well, I moved there.
It's a wonderful circle. You did a great job.
It's
Maybe
not a
I will.
circle.
Maybe I will put the map on the video just so somebody can see how horrible you drew the circle.
It wasn't a circle. It's a group of vines.
It looks like a toddler trying to make a pancake.
Whimsy, what are you doing?
I'm gonna spend 3 entry points on this. I'm spending 1 entry point so that the next entropic strike that I make that hits will
Obliterate.
make them take bleed equal to my vanguard level, which is 9. And then the other 2 to add extra damage if I hit.
All right.
Now, come on, baby. That is 29 against
That-
EAC.
29 hits.
Lovely. So, and now I'm back down to a reasonable number of entry points because I gained a whole lot that last round.
You forgot to every time you got hit to go, oh yeah. Oh yeah. Mommy likey.
All right, so that's 32 for the regular damaging,
Okay.
and then 9 bleed.
Well, 9 bleed doesn't affect this one, unfortunately.
I thought
You had it
The-
the other way around. It
the
would've-
Criders were.
the
No,
Criders
you're
would have taken the bleed.
That's who
Yeah.
I hit.
No, you're hitting. Who are you hitting?
The Crider.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, that will.
Alien head.
Yeah.
I thought you were trying to hit the Emperor behind you.
No, I'm there for the Emperor for the sake of attacks of opportunity when he takes ranged attacks while I'm beside him.
All right. Well,
Ah.
between the hit and the bleed, the Crider basically disintegrates into protoplasmic muck and
Yeah, boy.
Sorry, alien Crider, you have survived so much, only to take it in round 5.
Just obliterated.
Just get murdered by a plant.
Let's see. We're at the Emperor. The Emperor turns its targeting towards you. Essex.
He's still off target.
He's still off targets, of course.
Yep.
So Essex, he fires one of his cannons at you.
And I'll go ahead and take an attack of opportunity.
All right.
I will do the same.
All right.
That is definitely a hit. Like 33.
That definitely is a hit.
25?
25 is not a hit.
Okay. My Doshkari.
28 damage.
28. 28. All right. Meanwhile, the attack goes through with a 40 to hit.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's with the -2.
Barely.
Is it barely?
No.
Oh.
That's just flexing for no reason.
Because if it's barely, I might could save you.
No, not even close to being barely.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6.
More than 3 then.
Yes.
What was it? 52 damage.
Oh.
Jeez. Okay.
This blow is a heavy one. You hear the old geezer laughing. Oh, fireworks! I love a parade. The then you hear another voice come across the system. Automatic defaults. System offline. Reverting to Imperial control. What are your orders? Your Majesty, I want food. The you see that the other Criders are begin leftover Criders begin shouting, no, no. But it is now your go, Geist.
Right. The Emperor is right in front of me, right?
Yes.
I can target the Emperor himself.
You
Or
can
no?
target. Nah, not really. He's pretty much in the machine. You can see him through the heavy like energy screens, but as far as like targeting him, not really.
Okay.
You're gonna have to take out this fucking apparatus.
Then I will attempt to take out this fucking apparatus. Yeah. As part of my trick attack, I will move back. Oops. I will move back 5 feet. And rolling. Does a 34 render him flat-footed to this attack?
34 does.
And a what is that? 26 hit?
26. Flat-footed, yes.
Wait, would a 24 hit us flat-footed?
24 flat-footed, yes, would hit.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's what it actually was. My math was bad.
What are you gonna do?
Let's go. Let's go. Lots of dice. That's 5. 10. Oh, that's a good one. All right. Okay. 20. 31.
To hit?
30,
Yeah.
31 plus 9.
Oh, damage. Okay.
Yeah.
That's 40.
40 plus 4. So 44 damage.
All right, let me do a little math here, all right?
39 plus 31 plus 9. Ooh, what is that? Dumb. My brain just short circuited on me.
I was like, is there more to this? That's easy math.
All right, you fire into the robot, creating a significant hole in the defenses. Congratulations, you've got him down to half.
Oh.
I feel like I'm doing pretty good. This gun is great.
All right, Crider 1. Crider 1 is dead. That's right.
Yeah, you got 2, 8, 6 left.
2, 8, and 6 look at each other, and they're all wearing different outfits. Like they're all like obviously from some of the dispatch Criders. They move together and they basically join hands, and you see their eyes light up.
Kumbaya, my lord.
As they attempt to take command over the system. Initializing system break. They link up, and you see their eyes. You see a lot of other lights and fixtures go off as a lot of like random systems begin auto-checking themselves all around the throne room.
Run those guys down, Fanny.
They call out in unison to have full control return to Crider units, and they give a long string of syllables after that. At the end of their turn, you hear the sound confirmed. And then one of them shouts out, finish off the intruders. Collect the genetic material. We're at your go.
Fanny.
Benny says, I don't know if I have much in me, but here you go. You see a single turret pop out of the top of the taxi and begin firing towards the three riders, making them step back, jump back, break hands for a moment. However, it's a solid miss, unfortunately. It is distracting, you know. And you also see another figure pop out of the vessel.
Marcus, go attack.
Yeah, basically a very small figure pop out. I'm coming, boss.
No.
What are you doing here?
Essex,
No.
your go. Oh, sorry, Valgorth, your go.
Valworth takes a moment because he's a master of time, because he's a precog. And he looks at all of his possible options. One would be to shoot at the group that's trying to reestablish a connection. One would be to be selfless for the first time and like kind of stay in the fight and shoot the giant robot, even though he's very wounded. And another part of him was like, I could get on that cab and I could run. We could flee. Because fuck this, right?
They locked down the walls, though.
And he feels like they're still in the process of locking them down, right?
Yeah, it's a very slow, like the big metal sheets are still coming down. Like, you know, combat takes is measured in seconds. You know how it is.
Yeah.
Oh, you could pull no, I'm sorry.
He places a part of his power aside and then does something he's never done before. And he decides to stay with it. So I'm going to use my last paradox to get a natural 19 on my last shot at the robot. I'm hoping that I'll actually hit with
The Emperor?
Yeah. The Emperor. So that's what did I say last time? Was 30. Sorry. 29.
It's
3. Yeah, so 33 would hit.
Oh, definitely.
So the Emperor takes fucking 24 damage.
24.
And then my weapon fusion flashes, and he needs to give me a will save.
Oh, okay. Well, normally it's a construct there that does the will that avoids these kind of will saves. However, I'm going to guess since they are a merged entity, I'm going to consider this creature a cyborg altogether, despite the fact that there's no actual in control kind of thing.
Okay.
Coming from the Emperor, but they are still connected in a very physical, visceral way. So, I got what is that? 14.
Oh, he very much fails. I was excited because the DC for this was 22, which is like the highest thing. So once per day, when you successfully attack a foe with a weapon with the malediction fusion as a reaction, you can cast Bestow Curse on the target as a spell-like ability.
Oh.
So Bestow Curse, I could give you -4 to attack rolls and saving throws, but instead, I feel like Tom gets, like when my bullet hits, a portion of my Tom power hits him too. So there's a 50-50 chance each turn that the target acts normally or takes no action.
Okay.
And it's permanent.
Oh God. Okay, you fire off. You use your time powers and in conjunction with the magic of your weapon to get off a curse that could be potentially devastating and turn the tide of the battle. Whose turn is it? It is Weepskeep's go. Weepskeep, what are you doing?
Actually, it's mine.
It's
Oh, sorry.
Jax's go.
Is that
Actually, it's
my bad?
still mine. I moved 10 feet back towards I crawl 10 feet away from the creature.
Okay. Essex, my bad.
Okay. Move action to pull out my weapon, which I have not used yet. Now, shoot it, and 12 plus 18 is a 30 to hit.
That will hit.
Okay. He takes 5d8 plus 9 damage, which is 31 plus 9, so 40 damage.
Oof, all right, 40 damage. You blast a hole into the creature, the apparatus, and sparks go off all around it. However, it is still up. Now we're at Weepscape. Weepscape, you're right there.
Punch this old man.
Right there.
He needs to have one more turn where he fails the percentiles and does nothing. So,
Well, yeah, I'm gonna use 2 entropy points
Mhm.
this time. I'm gonna say 1 per attack
Right.
of 2 attacks.
Punch his face off.
All right, so I don't think that 19 hits this guy, does it? EAC?
No, it does not.
No. Okay, so that doesn't hit, but the natural 19
That will hit.
definitely hits. And so 1 of these and 3 of those. Ooh, super low. 26 damage.
26 damage. All right. 26.
Track of those points.
You slam into it. Your fist does its corrosive damage on the thing. However, the vessel holding the Emperor protecting is still mobile and active.
give me a reflex save.
Okay. You were just jumping in here with reflex saves.
This is my last 3rd level spell, so that her second attack would hit.
Actually, okay. This is a cut-in spell. Gotcha. I got a pretty bad reflex.
It's what I like to hear.
Even with a plus 15, I don't think 18 is going to do it.
18 is the DC,
Hey, for me.
but so it's half damage. So roll damage.
Oh, okay. It's a much better roll. 16, 17. So it's going to be 17 damage because the total was 34.
That's 17 more.
Jesus.
Yeah.
All right, hold on. Math. All right. The robot is still ambulatory even after all this getting hammered with blows, and it's go.
Is it though?
Let's find out. You want to roll?
Okay.
Let's go with high wins. So
All right. 96.
Higher means he's
96. All right. So
Yep.
He's still got his actions this turn. The robot aims and turns and fires its weapon towards what it has considered the chief architect of a lot of its damage taking.
And I'll take that attack of opportunity
All right. Go ahead.
fuck.
with a 30 to hit.
All right. That will do it.
And the attack of opportunity goes off first.
26 damage.
26 damage. Woof, all right.
Breaks moved away from it like an idiot.
Yeah.
All right, you slam into it as it fires off a shot at Valgorth. I got a 17. Is it still off target from your other turn?
Yep.
All right. I still don't think that's going to help, but let's see. -2 does 30, 42 get you.
Oh, 42 definitely gets me.
Okay. Pretty low roll on the dice. I'm a little bummed about it, honestly. 12, 30, 14, 18. For 33 points of damage.
That
That's
leaves me
exactly
with 1 hit point left.
Oh my god.
I was picturing just a red smear on the marble, and then we
Was
cut back to.
If I had not rolled 3 1s, I think I might have put you down. Honestly.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's see. All right, and let's see. That was the Emperor's go. It is Geist go. Geist, what are you doing?
Geist is going to run up to the hole in the defenses that we have all collectively put in, and I'm going to stick my skip shot gun in, and I'm just going to unload 3 multi attacks point blank. Pow, 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 pow.
All right, fire them off.
25,
25,
25,
25.
and a natural 1.
All right, 25, 25, and natural 1. 25, 25. I'll let them both go through.
That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 11 on the first one.
Okay.
And then 5,
Damage?
10,
Oh, okay.
19 on the second one.
All right, 19 on the second one, so that's 30
total.
altogether.
Yeah.
All right, you fire off twice. The gun in your hand, you feel it overheat. So you're basically without a gun the next round while it cools down. Fortunately.
Okay.
Unless you have a tertiary gun or some other attack method, of course.
I do.
The other Criders, you hear them say in unison, "Contact established. Continue assault. Use wide range weaponry." And you see it begin arming another missile. It's your go, Valgorth.
Valgorth.
You know, even with the spell going off, you might not have another. Might not be able to take another missile.
I definitely won't. I'm literally on death's door, which is a fun spell that I haven't used yet. But my gun does so much more damage. So coughing blood, and blood normally he'd make shoot from his eyes, but I think it's just coming out on its own right now.
Okay.
I drop the battery pack and pop in another one. And I shoot at that fucking Emperor.
All right, give it a go.
25?
25 hits.
Heyo. 24 damage.
24.
It's penetrating fire damage. No DR. I mean, well.
All right, you fire it off. The thing begins exploding dramatically, and like fire and electrical sparks begin shooting out of every crack and seam in the system. However, the thing is still fucking standing. Your go, Essex.
I immediately move to get within 30 feet of Valgorth. Actually, I'll move a little bit further right there. And then I will do a burst heal. 38 points 38 points healing
38 points of healing on everyone.
within 30 feet of me.
Gotcha. So if you're wounded, take that down. We're at Weepskeep then.
Alrighty then. I'm just 1 second looking
Right
at
there.
something.
Thank you for taking that extra step.
Yeah.
So all of y'all got 30 points.
38, yeah.
Yeah, 38. And that includes me.
Yeah. I'll live forever now.
I've had much chance to do that too often.
All right, so yeah, I'm going to two attacks.
All right.
2 attacks. Entry point on the first one. I feel like the entry point attack is probably going to miss. The other one is 27.
Hits.
Lovely. So just normal damage. 30 damage.
All right, Weepskeep, I need you to describe your kill. How do you take out the Emperor of the Presleskinar Empire?
Weepskeep's just been wailing on him and just really like real primal. And so this time, she just headbutts him one good time.
All right.
and he crumples under her might.
All right. The life support apparatus falls under the savage blow of Weepskeep's final hit. Its legs splay out and it basically falls down flat on its belly as the energy shields and the few metallic shields are surrounding the Emperor himself lose power and open up. The old man reaches out towards the lot of you and says, "You hear his last words? Pudding.
I knew it was going to be fucking pudding."
Got your pudding cup right here.
I squirt blood in his mouth.
and then he dies. Suddenly, every alarm in the palace goes off. Warning: succession crisis initiated.
It's a crisis. Boogie, woogie, woogie, woogie.
The three Kriders remaining throw down their weapons, and one of them says, "We need the genetic material."
Got your genetic material right here.
Oh, well, more accurately, I do, says the marshal, standing up. You see, he's got, his head is throbbing. You can see pieces of metal and other cybernetics being pushed through his scalp, leaving bleeding rivulets as the blood pours out of his mouth and nose. His body is utterly rejecting all machinery. One of the Kriders basically walks over to you, its hands up.
Attack of opportunity.
And I go, "You're better off saving him because you need him."
Is this man imbued with the genetic material?
Yes, he is.
One of them basically pulls a tablet out of its jacket, and you see it quickly pressing a lot of buttons in rapid succession. "I'm patched in," says one Krider to the other. We need a scan. Do you have any blood? You see blood pouring out of the marshal. Yeah, I got blood. He scrapes his face and reaches his hand across the thing to the tablet and puts his hand on it. After a short amount of time, you hear a voice say, "Genetic material accepted. Congratulations. All hail, Emperor of the Presleskinar Empire." The three Krider androids basically take a knee, one of them still holding out the tablet. "What are your orders, my Emperor?" The marshal turns toward the group and says, "My successor need not be a member of the Presleskinar line as it currently stands. Whoever touches it next is the new emperor." He falls to his knees and falls over, quite dead. The other Kriders, the three Kriders, look at each other and then they look out at you.
And they see a small green hand touch it.
Are you taking the throne, Valgor?
Fuck yeah, I will.
All right. You see,
If nobody stops me as soon as I hear those words, he scampers over there with his hand outstretched.
I pull a gun and blow him away.
That is what we're here to decide. The if you're really going to initiate combat to see who gets it.
Weepskeep says, "Wait, what?"
The you shouldn't have healed, Jeff. Jesus, you could have won.
He still probably will.
You as Valgorth lifts his hand up to take the throne, you see Essex pull out the rifle, his rifle, and pointing at him. Are you going through with it, Valgorth?
I mean, did you already have a plan for who was going to do this?
No.
No. Then yeah, I'm going
All
for
right.
it.
Then I guess roll initiative.
He can have it as far as I'm concerned. I don't care.
I got a
I
20.
mean, I feel like Weep would rather the reptile, the least human of all of them, to have it. Doesn't really care.
Jeff,
You gonna shoot me, Jeff?
I put my gun away and I walk towards the cab, like, let's get the hell out of here.
all right, Valgorth, your hand touches the pad, and you hear a number of voices echo.
I thought you were gonna shoot me for real.
He's
Well,
thought
I
about
was about to.
Essex thought about it, and he puts his gun away. He lets you put your hand on the pad with no trouble. You are officially sanctioned via the computers, the Kreider computer systems, as Emperor of the Presleskinar Empire. The three Kreiders, their faces go from skeptical to neutral as they say, "What are your orders, my liege?"
Oh, I've got orders. I've got so many orders.
Marcus comes over to you, Geist, and basically paws up your leg, says, "Mind if I ride?"
Yeah,
Along.
hop on up here.
He basically is just squat and he scampers up on your neck, says, "So we know an emperor now, I guess."
Indeed we do.
Whew. Well, all's well that ends well, right? I'm sure this won't be a problem, right?
Yes, this is in no way gonna backfire.
Not at all. There's nothing-
Non-human emperor of a human empire, no problem.
There's nothing that he can do that they don't deserve.
Exactly.
I'm going back to the ship to leave.
All right.
You're staying
welcome.
here, Valgorth, as Emperor?
Mm-hmm.
Well, Your Majesty.
Your Majesty.
I like the sound. I never thought I'd like the sound of that,
Yeah.
but I do.
Well, give a little
So, yeah, we'll be back when we need something.
bow.
Or was I not supposed to say it like that? You know what I mean.
All right.
You know
What are you doing with your new emperor? So, it's going to take several days before you can leave.
Mm-hmm.
While you and the Fool's Gambit repairs itself.
It's been a long time since I've looked in on the children that I left behind on my last planet.
Uh-huh.
So the first thing I'm going to do is assist them in whatever ways that I can,
Galactic conquest.
and start positioning them in powers of other places
Okay.
to start the new lizard folk revolution.
All right.
But I'm generous to my companions that helped me get here to this final destination that I didn't even know I wanted till I saw how easy it was to take. All the currency and help I can send their way, financially speaking.
We'll take it.
Do you follow through on your promises?
Which promises?
I saw your face twitch.
Andy?
You promise the CPU, the Constructed Peoples United, to free essentially their people in the Presleskinar space. She says she's ready to initiate the program whenever you are prepared.
Yes.
Very well.
Shocking.
Why wouldn't I? Now they owe me.
Valid.
The operation is simple. Basically, she goes to the computer core where the Kreider systems are. She plugs in the programming that the CPU had designed with the help of nearby Zillion, and basically fires it off as a massive empire-wide update to every robot in in their particular amount of space. This causes some societal upheaval, as literally billions of robots are suddenly given the gift of sapience.
Mm-hmm.
And not a lot of them want to do what they have been doing previously.
And with that update, the knowledge of who freed them.
Of course.
And who his friends were.
And more
Also
importantly, who his family is.
All right. So let's just say that everything turns out marginally well. Yeah, there's a little bit of upheaval, but you've got an entire robot army that is now fiercely loyal to you of their own volition. And an entire empire that actually, here's the question for you. Do you reveal yourself as who you are in the mass media of the Presleskinar Empire, or do you continue with the kind of holographic propaganda arms that the old emperor is still in charge?
Oh no, it's me.
Okay.
It's more so, even though I know that it's not as smart. It's a vanity for the people that ran me off of my home system.
Gotcha. All right, so yeah, you do have to put down a number of rebellions and angry nobles and whatnot. But that's just the whole bag that an emperor inherits when they inherit.
That's
good
the
news
fun
is-
part.
Yeah, and the good news is a pretty decent assassin. I'm sorry, wet work technician.
And his agent, says Marcus.
I'll hire you as long as you don't bring the cat.
I can't not bring the cat. He'll stay home.
It's good knowing you.
All right. So if anybody wants to give an epilogue for their character, feel free.
Right now, do it.
I got a quick one.
Sure.
Essex gets on the ship and eventually leaves to never to be seen again.
Okay.
And he says, "I'm just going to explore the galaxy. Bye."
But you do have a pretty rich bank account when you do leave, so.
I'm sick of you people.
How about the rest of you?
Weepskeep takes her show on the road. She becomes a sensation and occasionally helps out with Guy's sweat work when necessary. Maybe they team up again as a song and dance duo for a little bit.
Yeah.
And that's our cover
All right.
for assassinations.
Guys, how do you end your days?
Aside from doing the dirty work for the Presleskinar Emperor, which I'm happy to do, I will also allocate a little PTO for myself to return to House Barbaroy and just annihilate that house from space.
All right. The wettest work of all.
Yeah, well, I go to their arms manufacturing satellites, and I just blast those out of the sky with like the full might of how many ever ships Valgorth will let me use. And then I make sure that the matron of House Barbaroy is aware that it was me before I slit her throat with my bone blade.
All right. Dark and horrifying. Thank you.
I have one more piece.
Sure.
Essex, you see Essex on the ship pretty much by himself, and it's been a while. You can tell he's been out there for a while because there's just like cobwebs and stuff on the ship, basically. And you see him close his eyes, and then he reopens his eyes, and he's inside of a chamber, and he opens it up and goes, "Damn it, another world! This goddamn, you know." And that's where he wakes up again.
Oh, so this was all a dream too?
Yep.
Fuck you, Jeff. I didn't want that ending.
It was all a dream.
Well, you know, I mean, androids only keep a soul for about 100 years, so who knows how what their afterlife is like. What about you, Valgorth, as the emperor of the Presleskinar Empire, and contentiously, you live out your days doing what?
Looking over Essex as he's in an insane asylum because of that ending he gave us where this is all a dream. Just every day I show up and feed him pudding. No, I think Valgorth really learns to like what he's doing, and he uses precog abilities to literally put his children who he had to abandon in like positions of power. Like maybe one of them helped Geist take that house down and is there to kind of step in and take on a role of authority. You know, maybe one of my kids actually follows Weep around as like her, you know, multimedia manager or assistant or somehow. Like I've used my ability to put the Akeshti are on the rise. So even though the ones that got rid of me because of nefarious reasons, for sure, I was murdering people to make sure my family had the most money and power. It actually, I think, turned out I'm shitty doing it, but it's like the guy from the Serenity movie, like this new world isn't meant for me.
Right. I'm not gonna live there.
Yeah, I'm not. I know I'm a horrible person, but I am building a better tomorrow just with my people in positions of power.
I thought you were gonna do the Jane quote of ain't nobody got a statue unless there's some kind of son of a bitch.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
I mean, you are some kind of son of a bitch, so.
I am some kind of son of a bitch. I really thought I was going to die in that combat.
No,
I had like an epilogue for being dead, but it didn't happen that way. So, all right.
Well, I had bad rolls. You guys had good rolls, so that's how the cookie crumbles in your RPG play, live actual plays. So,
Can I do
Thanks.
a post-credit scene?
sure, Weepskeep, let's hear it.
You see a much older Weepskeep pulling up to her old hometown, and people don't shy away from her. They let her in and just act like nothing ever happened. And you see a single tear fall down her cheek as she just sort of makes her way in like nothing ever happened.
Don't talk to
Happy
her.
ending.
She's a cannibal.
If the way you were giggling, I thought you're going to be like a single tear because she's about to devour the whole village.
No.
They
The happy
taste
ending.
really good.
Well, on that peaceful note, thank you for listening to Raiders of the Lark 2.0. Join us next time because the fun begins yet again. This time back on Earth as we play Mutants and Masterminds. But that's a tale for another time. Good night, everyone.
Okay,
Good
bye.
night. Thanks for sticking with us.